extension activity using TinkerCAD. So just go to tinkercad.com. You can log in with your Google credentials and then just create new design. TinkerCAD's used to create CAD files, computer assisted drafting, which we can send to the 3D printer. So let's have a go at making our own little flower pot. So just over here we've got our navigation wheel. We can switch our view to orthographic, which will make it flat. And we can toggle around through our different views. So just to start off with, I'm going to place on a polygon. So we can just drag and drop the shape. And then we can change its size. So if I hold the shift key down and drag out, I can drag it out to uniform size. And I want to drag it out so it's 50 millimeters. You can also do direct entry, 50 millimeters and 50 millimeters. Height wise, I also want to make it 50 millimeters, which it already is. And I want to change the color, so you can do that over here. Okay, so that's just the outside of my little planner box. I'd like to make it 12 sides. It's currently 6, so I'm just going to click on the shape again and change that to 12. And then it updates. The next thing I want to do, I want to put a hole in it so I can put soil in there. So I'm just going to use the cylinder. And these ones up here are actually can create holes. So I'm going to just drag this one out. And using the shift button to keep it a uniform size, I'm going to drag it out to being 40 millimeters. And I'm going to make it 45 millimeters high, 5 millimeters shorter than the polygon. Now what I need to do now, I need to put a little box, dragging a box around both objects, and I'm going to use this tool called Align up the top here. And I want to align it with the top. So if I just use my little navigation wheel over here, I can click this little button here, and that's going to align the cylinder with the top of the polygon. That's how I want that to go. And the other thing I want to do, I want to make sure it's center. So I'm going to again drag a box around everything, looking at it from the top, using the Align tool. I'm going to align and align. That's now in the center. And now I need to group the two shapes to merge them together. So this little icon here is group. That now creates a little open vessel that we can put our soil in. The next thing we need to do, we've got to add in some drainage. So I'm just going to come here. I'm just going to go to shape generators and go to all. And we can actually save these because there's a lot of shape generators we can use. And I think the circular array is on about page 13. So you do have to scroll through a fair bit to get to it. But once we get there, you can mark it as a favorite and then you can just go straight to it. It's something that I've marked as a favorite, but I'll just show you how to find it. Okay, circular array. So with this one, we just drag and drop. And if you do want to make that a favorite, you just put that little star button there. So the types of shapes that I want to have, I want to make it circular holes. I want to have 5 holes. And I want to make it much smaller because it's got to fit inside my pot. So I'm going to drag that down to about 30 millimeters. Using the direct entry method there. Height wise, at the moment it's sitting as a solid. I want to change it to create holes. And I'm just going to make it, oops, just undo. Height wise, I'm just going to make it quite high because it doesn't really matter. So just dragging a box around the two, using the Align tool. I want to align it in that direction and in that direction. I can check inside to see it looks good, and that will be quite good for my drainage holes. If I want to adjust anything there, I could. And then I'm just going to go to group, and then I'm just going to double check to see that I can see through, which I can. So that's now ready in a very basic form to send to the 3D printer. So we can go to export. We're going to export it for 3D printing as an STL file. And you can see it just downloading there.